Abra ye ni atem enti hia me opi amoako e wo nokora nsem so afiri djuada ekopim efiada anwumere no nwotwe kopim se no nkono ebebo apamu nokora nsem aha ene ye ka nokora kire tumi wo abra ye ni atem Ashanti Prime TV aha na nokora ne wo ebusia nokora ehia poma ansa na wanante na se nokora togusu mpo a eye ntro ensem pii ene etwabu ye monten so ye fiefiem ye nwumam ene ye media ne so nanso asembisa ne se emu de ehe ene ye nokore enu nti na ye mpese obi biara etum futrogu wani nti Ashanti Prime TV mpanyifo ye hyehyɛ dwumade esronko a yato ne din se nokore nsem a me opi amoako metina madi dwumade yi mu kyeame aha ene ka amanyosem aman chechiriye ne nkankro ne mpuntu ani ade biara ye de chechire man ema ne yeye ne ye ka no nokore so ye ka nokore kire tumi wa abra ye ni atem enti hia me opi amoako e wo nokore nsem so afiri djuada ekopim efiada anwumere no nwotwe kopim se no nkono ebebo apamu nokore nsem aha ene ye ka nokore kire tumi wa abra ye ni atem Ashanti Prime TV aha na nokore ne wo
Adishie nonso aboma kwaba ba Ashanti Prime TV anyume nonso kase ne braso a mosom so gifty abagna majebra making kind ensem wasamufo aso ne so kroje no bi edi amawo na wo kase yi so no ensem ni bi a obetie eye fikesie mu aba wo bi ache nkoda miensam yenu a sabra me no kase o me yentafo wo modi nubone afra wo nuane ne wo mu nso mo manu asebri aposi fonsa so musa enso na teacher for so dia betudwa say no see posti wo man ase de wo to miaye so mo nkyra de a eya na be miaye ni bi wo man koye kra ensu sem be bi o mo ti beto ensam no dodo na aka we mu ho na nwre maje bra making kind e de ama wo say Ashanti Prime TV enwre no so e Kasiebo mami ntwa me homra sima ne emfa Kasiebo no enhyehye so Nilante Vanda Poidin sem atujwa oni nyina efa eye a teacher for ho sesa abre no e se ne kame akoyese se the teacher ni bi e kwa koto bia ye bi ase ye mpa ne chew ansan wako ase omumpe nkrase ni bi e se no mu nyina e prepenkran a teacher for nyina person be kira de won kran wodo mu koto sirem ne enkron kaye no aya na akoya sem bebre enti wo sra teacher for se wo mo modere na se de wo moto miaye bia omomom homode nkonko kira de se de be ya Ghana fana be bia mofra ebetumi anya kwanya wo sukuu mu anasa de suamu.
Nana, I think as a country we must be able to sit down and have a comprehensive analysis of our job market.
Okay.
At this point in time, do we need teachers? Yes. How many teachers do we need? What type of teachers do we need? What is even our educational tangentials? What are the goals, the immediate short-term goals are we setting as a country for our educational system? So if, for example, for the next 10 years, our focus is going to be manufacturing and production.
Okay.
How do we produce those skilled manpower to be able to take care of that sector? So in that situation, can we tweak our educational system a bit to see how do we recruit more teachers to teach those subjects so that we can have more of our children coming out from that area? For the past months, let me tell you, I've been struck and I've become addicted to watching Steve Harvey.
Right.
and I look at the kids who appear on this program. 4 years, 5 years, some of them are already scientists.
Yeah.
So it tells you in other jurisdictions right from birth, children are introduced to the sectors and the areas they have desires for or aspirations for. And they are given that education and it opens them up.
Yeah.
So they don't need to go through all this laborious educational system. So that if it is our wish that in the next 10 years we want to have more engineers, then right from our basic level, let's see how we can open up to have more children learning engineering. In that situation, the next 5 years, what are we doing? We are recruiting people who will be teaching engineering.
Could that be the idea behind the STEM schools that were?
Well, it's not only about STEM, but I'm looking at generally how to be able to focus. So that when we know that we need to recruit 10,000 teachers, then government makes provision in the budget for recruitment of 10,000 teachers, they are training and they are posting. So by the time they are posted, there won't be any issue about their salaries being in arrears or money is not ready to pay them or they not be captured in the data system. So it has to go through this. So you understand? So that if it is about police men that we are recruiting, we know that the next 10 years we need 10,000 policemen, police officers. We start preparing ourselves and say, this year we are recruiting 2,000. Right. We make provision in the budget so that as soon as they are recruited, there is money to take care of them.
So you don't do the recruitment en masse?
That is the issue. We don't do recruitment en masse.
Based on what can be accommodated
We've
in the
been
budget.
doing recruitment according to political whims and caprices.
Dr. Thomas Mwensom anaba eye mrashebedwani emagaru for no den sembi atuja fire pomden ehon sem ho a wo kire se ne kamia kwese nipa dodo na na wu a yenti wo mu wase dodo na ye cancer dodo na ye diabetes ni hypertension mo ene ade na eno nti no se wo de afuto kwa ma Ghana fo nyina mabunu ni mrante nkokra ene ade nyina se no so te wa entwen ahwese wo bete se wo ba bia wo ya ansa na abekwaya sabiama a doctor for aye hwehwemu wote ho a regularly ana say bosumi bia na wo se otimi ba omodin na nka akoko piem e wa yare sabia sede be ya se yade bi yiniti a doctor for betimi ehunu ne ntem no maso ano na nkoba se wo bekwa kotoa nananom wonse do wabra ye hu yade kro ya ha wonu nti wo sre Ghana for pa se wo momom homodin na bra no wo monko na a doctor for enye hwehwemu fom ho ne hu ne ntem a ene sa no.
Chair the opening session of the Made in Ghana Health and Labor Summit 2025. Let me begin by congratulating Mentor Pulse Africa and University of Ghana of the Public Health for a vision and commitment in convening this timely and pioneering summit. This summit comes at a defining moment in our national health journey. Across Ghana, and indeed across the continent, we are facing a growing crisis of non-communicable diseases. These silent killers, hypertension, diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, cancer, mental health disorders, and more, now account for over 43% of deaths in Ghana, yet most of them are preventable. What is even more concerning is that the principal risk factors such as stress, poor nutrition, tobacco, alcohol use, physical inactivity, and long working hours, and to add the new risk factor, contamination of our soil from illegal mining, that will bring cancer in 10 years' time, are linked directly to where we spend most of our working hours, the workplaces. That makes today's conversation not only timely, but also very critical. The workplaces is no longer just a place for production, it's a place for prevention, a place for protection, and a place for purpose. If we are truly serious about reducing NCD's burden, then the fight must begin not only in our hospitals and clinics, it must include our offices, our factories, our schools, and then our farms. A healthy workforce is the foundation of a productive nation. When employees are well, businesses often perform better, families thrive, and national development becomes sustainable. But when employees' well-being is neglected, productivity declines, healthcare cost rises, and our social fabric weakens. So it is in everyone's interest, employers,
Fifth, bosomi ya nda etosonum na teacher for nyina for dida wiase nyina celebrate your teacher for ye 5th October. Na no nam so mampedifo a omodeda da school mia no ade nhyamude no se no womo de ato dwa kire mu se no de enti a enam so ma ne ye de teacher ni bi kwakurase ama na kwakira de na sesire mu baabi na womo mpese womo be konyina ye baabi omo do omutiri beto omodidie mu ni ade obi ho ma be ya ye de ne kwoto no kra no oni ho nimdie bia onim se de obesi ni mofra no krompanya nyonkofa enti no nkebe ya aban no anase mpenimfo de da schools ano no emom ho modern san ya de school teacher ni bi ebeka ko piemu ewo brono bi so no esese wo mo hwe na didie mu na ade a ene wo musika semu so ya ne nkoye enti sa lawa bi kra na ebetumi ede aka wo mo se de be ya ebeboa hye mu nkran ama wo mo atumi a church-rade toti woni kwaso a eno nka ebeboa ma a teacher for ani aka wo nkrase yentie bi.
As CSOs and NGOs in the education space, we appreciate the significant contributions that teachers make in the provision of quality education delivery. At the same time, we recognize the critical challenges that they face in an attempt to deliver their responsibilities. On this special occasion, to mark the World Teachers' Day, we extend our heartfelt congratulations to every teacher across the length and breadth and the nook and cranny of our beloved country. At the same time, we would like to bring to the attention of the public, especially education policy actors, on some critical issues requiring their urgent attention. Sometime in 2023, we conducted a research on teacher deployment in Ghana, and then the following observations are made. The existing teacher recruitment policy, will give a context. The existing teacher recruitment and deployment policy in Ghana operates on the basis of a highly centralized system. It involves reporting teacher vacancies in schools to the Ghana Education Services headquarters, through the district to a regional, and then the headquarters of GES post teachers directly to schools. We are saying that this top-down approach, according to our research, has not delivered the expected improved learning outcomes we desire. The strategy and related policies have not been able to address the equity concerns, as around 68% of vacancies in this study remained in rural areas. Secondly, the quality of basic education was found to be low, as 4 out of 6 districts had over 70% of students who took the BECE in 2020 obtaining above grade 30. The centralized recruitment and deployment of teachers was found in the study to be ineffective, as some teachers posted to schools and districts managed to secure reposting to their preferred places. To note is that the centralized system of deployment of teachers has affected the GES language of instruction, the L1 policy, because assuming someone is posted from Accra, who speaks Ga, and posted to a place like Bungbalga or Polinyum, and coming to speak Dagbani, because you're supposed, from basic 1 to basic 3, you're supposed to, the medium of communication with the learners is the local language. And so this centralized system actually affects this goal. Now, the overall impact of this centralized policy is that we have noted 2 issues. The first is that people train teacher ratio between rural and urban schools are likely to increase because of the situation we have just mentioned. The second is that the possibility of many more teachers facing mental health, because a study by the African Union indicates that the wide range of stresses, including workplace environment, huge class sizes, and then long hours, inadequate salaries, can affect a teacher well-being. Now, what do we recommend? Just recruitment and deployment system is recommended. This means that once the Ministry of Finance gives financial clearance for the recruitment of teachers, the recruitment and posting of teachers should be done at the district education officers. At that local level, they have the local knowledge and then experience about the terrain. And then they can therefore better deploy or place teachers to where their services are more needed. Secondly, the equitable deployment of teachers requires timely, accurate, and reliable data. It is therefore recommended to the Ministry of Education and the GES to invest a modicum of its resources in equipping their plan and monitoring data and collection and the research-related issues. The staff of this unit should also be given refresher training to enable them collect, analyze, store, transmit data related to teacher education that will track key performance indicators. This will help in improving teacher rationalization and deployment in Ghana. We also recommend that given the huge teacher deficit in rural areas, it is recommended that policies aimed at motivating teachers to teach in rural areas, such as the 20% increase in the allowances that was announced by the government and the teacher accommodation for rural teachers, that would serve as motivation for teachers to accept postings to rural areas, should be given critical attention and brought to the limelight. I'll give you an instance. If you go to the Union area, a school called Bungbani have only 2 teachers, handling over 374 learners. Yes, and then now it's 2. These are qualified teachers. How can this? How can there be quality learning outcomes in this situation? Now we conclude. The conclusion to be drawn from our research or the above reflection is that a decentralized teacher recruitment and deployment system offers better prospects for improving learning outcomes, teacher accountability, and retention than the existing centralized system, which has many associated challenges. Thank you very much for your time.
Openi awono eno shega na ye juma sem ye sika sem so edi kire se labor minister wono no hwe se yakatu yasem beko yie ni ade ade atuda e kire musa nurse fo a na nsenya mo bi abonten be ye wo ye kire ni ade a ene teacher fo ni nyina wo sem kama koma ntum yem na enche bia free bosumi we nko na wie ye ne afi nko na wie ye de e se makatu yasem nyina ye yie na chese abai no abone homoden se ka bia wode mo bia no obehwe na wode musika ama mo na boa ama mo nso madwuma moye no mafira komapam aye ne sede etie.
Bring my address to a close. Permit me to address the recent demonstrations by some nurses and teachers over the non-payment of their salaries. As a minister responsible for labor, jobs, and employment, I am profoundly concerned. I assure you, and I assure them, that my ministry is working in close collaboration with the ministries of Finance, Health, and Education to cut through the bureaucratic tangles and resolve these issues with alacrity and with a purpose. And let me assure you, and to all the members, that between now and the next 1 month, at least before the end of the year, we will address the problem and you will get back to work happy and committed. Dignity at work begins with predictable, prompt, and decent compensation. We owe it a duty to ensure these salaries issues are curtailed and do not aggravate the plight of our dear nurses and teachers. They are very critical to us and we need them. Nothing should prevent them from working. It is an unbearable contradiction that the very people tasked with safeguarding our health systems and educating our future generations must face these challenges. This directly undermines the purpose of this summit if we allow it to continue. So prioritizing mental health at the workplace
Dr. Pepo Rashid ena otening kano ye to akase ne so dia nipa mienu a kire so mo ye fikese mu abawa e won kran ena sabre amene wo kase oba tan a wafa wo mo se wo mo nya adwuma hwe ne ma ese fikese mu mawa ena sabre ni wo mo di nrubone afrafra nkwa ne nuane ne wo mo nsuo se ebeya nkwa no betumi ada na wo mo atumi aye fie ho enwuma eno nam so amane nkwa na nyansunza so bone a wo mo na mo a no mu de wo ti pempem adan ne ade bubu atopa nkwa nketwa wote ho a no wo pe wo mpokue mo asoso ene ade a eno nam so mama ntam wofo adwene ba so se na nse de akro ade ankwa yiye ye ne na nse de ase eya ye sedia enye normal no eno nam so ma kwada no ma me de o mo no ase waye no ho business woman trese di dwanti okoko kwan so abrochire ni ade banto ni ho adaje na ma wai woji wo mo no obotira ye December ni mu ho no nti wo calculate a anase okeka bomu a na kire se wo mo ne omo atena abosome makoma nso e na sabre ya posifo nsa so mu a ba kono de wo ba ya ncheye no de kire se ono de na nka oni mu hwe na de obeto no se fikese ma ba wa no e na o kire ne se nkoda we ha adwene wo mo ho ahomete omu ma wo mo kwankra mo mu nya baabi mpofo mu tirinto enti no sei no no de wo no wo motie enti so benya kwan agina home ana se enwuma wo fie no benya kwan ayede a ene na ese wo di sa nuro we egu omo nua no mu se de be ya wo mo betumi ada na wo mo nso so atumi aye anya adaje aye enwuma e wo fie ho no eno nam so amane aposifo nsa so wo mu a omode wo mo gina mra no ye ntie de posi ni be e de tu dwane be
ye frem mo ananiti a wane se Airport Divisional Police and Saka, a map and Mayoa Minu, Bacon Edin Ed Francisca Boaje, Edi 30 years now, or Tremua were student nurse, I will free Conon Wewa Ashanti region. Near Kana Hono, Harriet and San Harriet Edi 31 years, or no every a just second in the Uti region. Nan conform no Ayachimoi, is to say uncle Fue Eddie a year in Ro, Emma a year and Kofo Edda. Edugu enkorami no a 2 years old ewo eye omo panyi a wo fa omo dwuma mu ewo enkran ha se East Legon nipa o ma yensa eka eye sa information eye 41-year-old business woman na oti East Legon ha se na ne chiemo de ma ne se ebe empen kakre we hu se ne ma mo yentafo mienu emema omo di 2 years old no wo mo suban ne omo ne asesa afen so ya wota hu se nkra na nche na wo mo eni eku ene ade eni no wode nkrai ekokodu hospital na okodu hospital no nhwehwemu kakra omo aye ekire se eye nkra no omo eduane a omo di no emayo amenu ya yedi kan abowonde esusu se omo di ennuro bi egumu ema nkra no eda ye ne nkofo edi nkomo ne omo twemu ka kire ne se omo di nnuro no egu eye nkra eduane mu se de be ya dwuma omo ye wo fie ho no na tede bia na omo abre ene ade eni ntine so omo ye ne sa ema nkra no eda na afin so ema nkra ne didi se de be omo benya kwan aye eye edwuma nkai na eye se omo ye na yehwehwemu bi ma eto aso ekire se eye Harriet ansano ejitum se yampa omo de eye nnuro bi egu nkra no enuane mu na wochira eye ni nua panyi anase de odi kan eba afie ho Francisca Boaje no ena ekire no eye sa ejuma no na wochira asonso esanso eka se enye nduro ne pe na omodiku eye nkora no enuane mu omo sanso ede nkora no ensa ehihye eye ejemu na omo sanso efre won edin a enye akono ebise wo me chimpanzee ene de ekeka ho yensha ne nso se eye nkofo menu amedikan abawonde omo ne omo panyi a ofo omo adwumade no atena eye free January 2025 ebesi samre mu na police foetu anamo ewo asemi hu nyame adom yensa account se de medikan aka yetutu anamo e de akọ bebia omote anase bia ye edan ya omudem ewo ye mame panyi a odi asemi ebedan ye efie na ye koe no yensa eka eye sachet bi ayesusu se no enesa ennuro na omotai edigu nkora no omunnuane mu efi January ebesi enne amenemu edisa enkomoy yensa ka omo no yetie omo no asem ya cho omo no asem na yede omo nso akwa akogina court charges bia nso a ewo ho no no yede abon anakwa du bia ewo ho bia no yede abon na court ahyese enfo mo ntwere eye police fo kukumu na yɛnyame pa 20th of October ya ɛda yɛ nimi yɛsan so ɛde wɔn aba abɛgyina court na ne ɛwɔ hɔ no court nso aka ɛde akyerɛ wɔn yɛaka ne saa ne yɛbɛsrɛ sɛ ɛyɛ mpanimfoɔ a wɔn de nkora ɛhyɛ ɛyɛ nkɔfoɔ nsa sɛ wɔn nhwɛ wɔn ɔmbɛma wɔn ani akɔ wɔn nneɛma bi ho sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a yɛkɔ anim yɛnsan nkonkonya asɛm a emu nyɛ dɛsɛ bi yɛbɛda ase.
Enti mabawa mienu omudi saa nyamra semwe no baako edin e de Francis Kabuache a wadi mfinhia aduasa e na de otoso mienu no nso edin de Harriet ansa no so adi mfinhia no aduasa baako a omo free konongo ene gya sekan na saa mabawa mpanimfo mienu e ne ka omotri pama no a omodi mofrei saa nyamra semo etese nti abatan no odoma eje obi anu aye hweyi pa fi kese wemu na de mawa mienu na se woni CCTV camera dia echese ne no ne sei utire utie de post ni yi kan a echese mofra no otimi de wo monsa hye gyamu ne ade o eti no imagine we ye ne ma watete a mantam wofo na akeka ho na de wo mo de aye wo mo a wo hu ye no de emai eti abatanfo ne hwe yi ufa fikese ma ba wa no waye very careful pa na say no ewiasa yi we mu ye mampanimfo a wo mu ni abadaye yankopon hye obatan ne den pa na sabre wo tumi enyina no yeto Kasiebo ne so dia na hye yada so agina trimodinfo ensamo sabre amene wo kasai soja ni ana se immigration officer Stephen Ken Amwa sabre yete ne nka se emre bi etwa mu na nseyada wanya ne baby kwa no ye wono ankasa ne twetwemutwa wo ye na damfo eye bright awe ne bo ne homodin eje ne nkwa free ne nsamo ani nyina eye sika semo a Ken Amwa yi agije nkrofo sika se obetimi aboa amowo anya protocol wa ben mu akoko soja ne akwantuo ne ade a ne nyina nam eye bright awe so na Ken Amwa yi eye sani oma we nyina no sabre woje ne nkwafi ni nsam ye nyina nim se kokotwa koni abadie ne ade ane no enam so mane ye sia brantie ye Ken Amoade na so asem no da so a wo court asem di bia ye di asem no den ne wo mo di asem no kopie mu e wo court na sabre no wo se di asem na ye piso atimi se asojafo anasa posifo a e boy ye bright awe ho ban no o mo ho odin pa ye hwe de course so no ebi.
Let's open it. Let's Frankie. Let's open it. Let's open it. Go, please, open. Lydia, open. Go. Mando, go there.
Omuwe ya pe na Steven na busuafo ye kenamo a wanya ne baby ko ye busuafo ne sister Penny e de ato dwa chirim se ebebo anka ban ne hwe ye pa na wo hweso ni asem no se de be ya wo mo betumi ahai wo mo no mo so akoma ato mo yem se ja akoma mo de hye na wo mo ye ne de ya otumi san ma bie mu de na so atentere ne ye adwuma akoma beto mo yem pa san se o mo firi kuma se ha wo ne ko nkran da bia kodi asem no e ko ba sa na akoye se de wo mo ya ma o mani krasan ye omo yakesi omo de hye wo na omo asama omo sei sika e di court ho atwira ntwie ne ade no enye enti no omo apa na omo ni asem ni ye se de be ya atentrene anasa atentrene be ye adwuma na aboa ama wo mo so akoma to wo mo yem
kopim so obewu o machire ko mbe guide ai
na adwuma de no wani anji ho ana
dabi na ade ne yete ade ne koye ya kan sai motor de ai enu anse ye de na ba na ye san de na ko up and down mo join the cases asai mo to a sheda asai say am fan koye say ha mo ntimi e ye keto mo fan kwa Kasiebo ai ada no mo fan kwa Kasiebo na busua ye di akwane aba ye ne ye de hye afiri mu say ya no ye nya ni akwanya o ba wonu a wadi ye nyamra sam no e wa akwanya ya ye guide no ana go push ye pushing kwa yene enti o da ma chedi asam bakwa ko ye push Aye. Yene yasamo ano no. We ni evidence. Ampa boa we na yenya no. No bright ne dia. Mo hwa ne nine. Na ne yensa ka ne nine ne nine tabam se nantwie. Enie. Aye, enie. Baako de wade kɔ. Yanya baako. Manya baako, ɔno nso fa baako ne nkɔ. Na mudi kɔ yɛ den. Oh, I know the brand of Swan. Oh, I know the way any eye of Busiano. What the air fire Muntia, so they never fire. Yow no, dear Famuno. Ah, now police for the Yana me, yes, sir. One my crime, my fire sank a cannibal. No, we didn't Dimricasa, no, I hire. Oh, now one Dabby, your Persian Kadian Sake Canon. That's what we the young in Abame and then I could dafa, Mimi sent Campasam and a Kodafa. Oh, Papa, the Abacoso and Cababa, but that's social media. Oh, I started as soon as you young soon you. Also was a son. Also was a son. Sapa Pepper near Cono. Yadamosi. That be the Apacia can.
Simon Kwatin Badu ye doctor within somewhat to judge says say no e kamia kwa so bi anya yare ya pe ana so bi sorry no that sorry na say what is any huna baby and ya no dimdike kwose massage no na kai na share so say massage no eno so krompo tumi di ensemfo froba enti say oh sorry that sorry na so what is so baby ya we ya bro so na wotwe a bo modern na tu na mon doctor na ne ya doctor for monim de emfa ne mangu akwamu enye hwehwe mu se bia na bibi krampo ne nkoyie wo wudi paduare mu baabi na wonya saaten kan wo no mpem enti na nsore na ntesa wo baabi ya wo ya na tundika enkonko gira baabi sa danya wo baabi ya wo ya nti ye massage no eni so kora tumi di ayare ho nsem yi bi o eba enti mo hwe ye pa na se wo ya de a wo ti kasemu ya wo na be bro na wo twemienu a wabo ho modene akwako piemu ya resabia sede be ya nhwemu be koso na yehu de ha boss ne se obetena fie akose ye massage wo ye nsensem ne bi.
The women we serve, the children we serve, the persons with disability we serve, all the vulnerable groups we serve in Ghana. Today we say we thank you for taking time off your busy schedule to be with us. And we'll be experiencing more of you downstairs. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Greetings to everyone. Thanks for having us. We are happy to be here, and our purpose is to ensure that the ministry is supported. We want you to believe that we have your back. Our purpose is to listen, to ensure we are giving you the right support. We want the country to succeed. We want our president to succeed. We want everybody to succeed. So we are offering this friendship, and we know that going forward, the friendship will become even more deepened. So we can relax with each other and converse and plan together and achieve together. I want to congratulate the ministry, the workers, all the women. We want to tell those who are afflicted by the illness that it is well. They should look up with hope. Thank you very much. How's everyone? Me too, I'm fine.
Samale Metropolitan Assembly ni dia to dwechiri mu se nsusem ehho aye dene pa watamali horoma ebe ya busumi nsiane wo mo entokwa wo mo ko nyina nsuo ekire se abosunu makoma nsiane no omo nsuo no enhyeda maye papa biasa de ebeba no aya na aye se de adwonso keten no nam so mo bre pa ewo nsuo ho ne no enam so ema MC Abubakari Adam Tokuru ede ensemo to just say ni nyina no eye enioma omudi ye nsuo anase enioma enam so ma omunya nsuo no kame akwesa chepa beye mfie beye aduonu nie na wono edi nioma gu akwan mu a etine no nam so ma ene beka se no ntina nsuo ho aye dene wotamalina so wo monka omakomanto mu yempa na ban no ede hyehye ne nioma gu akwan mu a enche bia wo munsusem ebesa akoyie wo eye tamali ho no.
Yes, if you take the water challenge in the northern region, especially Tamale Metro, we used to have a place called Dalong where the pumping station was. And for almost 50 years now, the machines that were installed in that place is still the same machine that we use when it was taking care of about 11 million population. Now the population has doubled to 28 million. And this old machine is still supplying the people of Tamale water. So as a result of that, the Ghana Water Company do ration. If they give a particular areas for this day, then they close the taps and move to another area. But this time around, the rationing system is very bad in such a way that it can take an area for almost 6 months or even more than that. Water will not run through the pipes. So that is the challenge that we have currently. But thank God, under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama promises, the water and housing minister visited the place and then promised the people of Tamale that I think government and then European Union is signing an agreement so that the water system, especially the machines, will be worked on. And then we'll also install new machines at Yape, which will also pull the water to the town system, and then across beyond Tamale Metro to Yendi. So currently, this is what we are waiting for. So currently, what the sitting MPs and then the assemblies are doing is that we try to identify areas that the water tables are stable. So we go to put up boreholes for the people to use now. Then the peri-urban areas, the dams that we are seriously working on those dams so that the people from the peri-urban area and then the rural area will be using those dams for the meantime. So this is what we are doing to solve the situation. Whilst we wait for the new installation from the Yape and then the new machine to be worked on at the Dalong station.
For 6 months that water do not flow in a particular community, how do schools, hospitals, and people who rely on water for their activities survive?
Normally we have a place that water normally around the education range. So the Ghana Water Company have tanks. The tanker services normally go to supply the hospitals and then the schools around. And this is what we normally do. For instance, assembly, we have given our tankers out for it to be serving some of the schools.
Mrasabejani di maye second for yani di ene nyameche ble ama edensem atudwa chire mu se second for market no mudwa no ebubu ya edonam so mo obi krampoto anananom wonse edo ne no enti no wo de adesrede e kwa ma ban ne se wo sra ban no ada se wo mo ne ho modene na dwa ebubu ye krampo ne no nam so ma ye adwadifo no ebi kra famu hwere wo mo nkwanti aban no mfa na no anase wo mfa ne ho nyimpa na wo mo a se de be ya obetumi asan aye ama market no asan sori agina ne na so bi na boa adwadifo tumi asan ko wuma so aye nyuma de ahwe obabusia.
Honorable Atoforsen, to have mercy on Sekendi, especially our market women, our mothers. They've suffered for 32 years. We've had MPP ruling in Sekendi for 28 years, and still they should look at the state of our market. They should have mercy. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, We are crying for mercy. We are crying for compassion. Show compassion on us. For Sekendi is crying out loud for your mercies. His Excellency, please come and rebuild our market for us. People are dying. People are dying. People are crying. People are getting injured. Please. Please. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, our mother, Her Excellency Nana Jane. Please, Prof. We know you are a mother. We know through you can talk to the president for the president to come and fulfill the promise he made to us on our platform, campaign platform, when he visited Sekendi. I am pleading. I am pleading. I am pleading in the name of God. Please. This market is not good for human habitation. It is not even good for us to be in here just as another day. Look at the collapsed structure. Look at the buildings, the stores over here. His Excellency, we are pleading with you. Just have mercy on Sekendi and our market. Thank you, His Excellency. You know that when this video gets to you, you will take action. Hear our humble cry. Hear our humble cry. Sekendi, remember, is the capital of the Western region.
Can you confirm that the woman who got hurt is dead?
Yes, we had one casualty, and then they took her to the hospital, and she's passed on. That is the result of neglect that we've had in Sekendi. We've been neglected for far too long. And I believe that His Excellency, this is the time to make a statement, to write a statement, to establish something for the Western region to know that you are truly serious about the Western region. Thank you very much.
German North for ADC and the George Adani din semo to Jaffa a year sample for and talk a coco so in 70 no nam so Emma woman cum nipa posi for bani prepare warm or in some atso eja afa san semi na ho se German for arasa sample for hon hwe pa na de ho ye e de how be bring chima.
Burning of markets also has become a rampant. About 12 houses has been burnt, 8 people has been killed, and many properties has been destroyed. With this, always we report, the dissect meet and report to the RISEC, and always it is the RISEC, that is the regional minister, who is in charge of security in the region, who normally controls it. As of now I am speaking, there are about 123 security men at Sampa, that is the police section, and 25 military men who are controlling peace and order now. The RISEC has come out with bylaws that will help moderate those who be coming to shoot anytime. For instance, there's a ban on motorbikes that is serving no number, that is no on non-registered motorbikes are now not to be allowed at Sampa, and nobody should hold a gallon to go and buy a fuel from a fuel station. You have to go with your vehicle or a licensed motorbike. Or when you are entering into Sampa with a licensed motorbike, you have to come along with your ID card, either Ghana card or voter ID card, in order to keep some of these perpetrators. Because the information gathered is that most of those who came in and misbehaved are from Cote d'Ivoire and the neighboring countries. So they are doing this to check those who be coming and those who will be leaving.
You spoke about the loss of lives and destruction of properties. Is it as a result of the renewed clashes on Sunday, or this stems from when it began? It began
when the time it began. Yes, we've lost about 9 lives.
Is it the case that one of the factions has supported from?
We can't tell, because since we are close to Cote d'Ivoire, maybe they will try to go in for more support. The one which is Samodria is having about a support of 98%. who was gazetted, who was installed on 2015. And then the other side is having the minority part of it. So to those who are going for them to come and misbehave, as for that, I don't know.
You are new on the seat. How is this affecting development?
It is affecting our development greatly. Because the first time when it started, before last Sunday one, there were about 256 security personnel at Sampa. At every day, we fed them with 72,000 Ghana cedis. You just imagine. But as somebody could take this responsibility for 5 days, when it lapsed, we couldn't support them again. It has started. We have to support them with the little IGF that we've generated. Instead for us to use it for developmental projects, we are using it to feed the security people.
What's your message to your people whom you are leading us?
My message is simple. If you feel
enti we ne ekoso sampa hona we no sanse abusuafo binum be ya sampa honti no mefa sa kwanya we so na media futuo kakra akwa ama sampafo mabru ya ho age ye ntokwa we eko he ahode ho age me honhwe ye pa ne abusuafo no binum be ya sampa ho no enti se wote wona hene bi be bo pa aka kire wo se ko na kokoma no a kai hu se sa hene he ahemfo he be di ade ba abusuafo ne be ma egu abrochiro this year bia ni wono ne de ne ho beji san tokwa we mu age ahiafo ma mi ka se kura bi no ba ya ho ma ba ma me no mi be ba kro na do ho koje san tokwa we mu akobia na wa mo ani ada ho sa this year be pa konwa he kura de ba de da be ma ba gu abrochire ne be yire no ma chele eti se ote sampa ho no na do ho agi ntokwa he mu bidia na wa hwe ne yie pa se de wo ye he mpuntunwuma de bi mma so okrom ho no san se sikani bi peso de sika be hyem na kro hi tumpona o ma meye kire se de mo ye he emwa abare de sika bi ba makro hi atumpona de mo ye nti o de sika he ba o de baba be o de befa soja fo ne abegu ye sampa ho no ama baba patanto kwa to nuane ama ba di enti unka unu se de ho ye he enye ho nko anu ha ho asara ha nchirima enti ho ye ade bi a ho hweye na munya asa ahemfo ntokwa se ye se asumdwe seketa ododa so nti huma asumdwe enye adwuma bibia ni asase we so a wo de wanu ka enye yie enti hunya ntokwa ne se kantwetwe ne etu atoto he na ho mfa ho anu nka asebe na asumwe nya adwuma na ye nchirima ne abusuafo beba abusuafo bi no begu ho enti hunya asa ntokwa he ne nto Kasiebo he so ye to akase he so dia na kire se yadosoa egira mu MPP fo akache sabre abene wo ka sei MPP fo mu communication director ni din ene eye Paul Kwabena Yando ede ensem atudwa efa ye papa enua be ma na se mampani enua be ma ba ko ani din ene Ibrahim Mahama se no de ede ye wuntumi a wo no ndu kwadu omode bo no kire se wo sem forest ni nsuo ni ade no ono ni kire mu a bia ni Ibrahim Mahama wo ye nti me kasa no krasesa o se wo kire mu a de Ibrahim Mahama ye ne bia na wuntumi enso ye nti ede na wuntumi de yatumi ache no na Ibrahim Mahama ne nam ho nti ndisi fo nya atwem wo mu nya atwem na wo mo ye no na se wo mutumi bo mo modere chi wuntumi de a ene river eno no ye Black River e wo voter region no o se black voter no eno no da ho no a eye Ibrahim Mahama so say no na magudie kwa so say no enti wonhwe yie pa na wo munya ne wo mo ye nya atwem hypocrisy no na wo mo nchi wo mo asasa ye che wo mo na ye nya se de aye party sem na we ye MPP ni nti o matu wo mani ase MPP fo so a sa bre be chem jagum dendendre be hwe yie pa na no odere
court no so say wa mine water no numri forest. What I say? Enti anu so nti no ni bail ye 10 million which is 100 billion. Na wa di baba akofo o how we nyina gu ne so. Chema wuntu on ekun Yesu Kristo ana. Roma asrafo no omukun Yesu Kristo no kra ampa we nyame ba. Ye the sa conditions we ato omoso ana. What I say? Enti no enye easy. Whatever is going on, it is not easy. Oye nipa. You can see from his face, he said he's going through a lot, which it is idea. Yes, but he said a bekoso. What I say because Aduma all year ede finding a source of living. Obisusu yebi, Ibrahim Mahama or yebi. About a month ago, ye hu so omo bo party omo to party ye che champagne ye tutu champagne wo ho adan a ye the black voter e de ama Ibrahim Mahama so nkotu code wo black voter no me pa cho mu amugina he black voter e mountain afajato black voter e de enye nsuo enti nsuo bi chen nsuo bi nsuo bi e chen nsuo bi siesi ye jai nsuo ho agudi a ahe den ne satimi de black voter no so ma obi se hono de onkotu hu nsuo onkotu hu e former agudi enti akoye se eyo time bi ena ye de time chema untume na mamenka
Sabra mino kasema sama wakwaba bima ba Ashanti Prime TV anwumre no so Kasiebo so Sabri ya do kwa kopie mu onkran enkofo aman so nsem na Sabri mino kasema mali mampani aye sojafo binuma adia afre soja dwuma ni mu a kire se ni nyina ne se wo mo plan ku ati aban no mali aban ni kire mu a de wo mo ye ne betimi de basabasa yo aba oman ni mu nti wa dismiss sa asojafo a o maka o mutiri apama no a wo mo pese wo mo eye basabasa wo man mu etu aban ni guo no nti Sabri de akoba ne se aban no ayi wo mo afrimu wo mo so na nka mo rank kosora ya promote wo mo de wo mo ko manim e wo soja adwuma ni mu nanso aban ne se wanyi wo madia de beba wo man ni mu na hwa na emwa.
Mali's transitional leader, General Assimi Goïta, has formally dismissed more than a dozen military personnel for their alleged role in a failed coup attempt. A presidential decree made public on Wednesday details the expulsion of several officers, including Brigadier Generals Abbas Dembele and Nema Sagara, among other lieutenant colonels and captains. The individuals were arrested on 1st of August this year. Major General Daud Ali Mohammadin, the acting defense minister, stated on a television that they were involved in a subversive plot that was successfully thwarted by specialized services. Notably, the government alleged a foreign national from France, Yann Christian Bernard Vizilier, actively participated in the foiled operation. The transitional government has condemned the attempt and assures that judicial investigations are ongoing to identify any accomplices. This is not the first such purge. In May of last year, General Goïta dismissed 6 other officers who were later...
Yankonko Pimo South Africa Sabra mne Kasiebo bi abon homodena ko bi ato eye afomu Sabra no eno no yede na ko Pimo court akwadu ayede bon wono mu nsem ni binye.
On Tuesday, 7 October 2025, the gruesome trial of pig farmer Zachariah Olivier and his employer William Bosura resumed before the Polokwane High Court. The case has rattled the nation for its shocking allegations. The 2 women were shot and their bodies fed to pigs to conceal the crime. Earlier in the week, the state formally withdrew charges against one co-accused Adrian Rudolph Duet after he agreed to testify under South Africa's Section 204 procedure. Duet now faces prosecution drops only if the court finds his testimony frank and honest. The victims, reportedly scavenging for expired dairy products on Olivier's farm near Poliquin, are identified as Maria Makato and Lucia Madlovo. A third person, Madlovo's husband, was allegedly shot at during the incident.
Sabre bejida we so ni ahome kase no so abaye ba me be borura gudie mu nsem so na de wo mu no me de asomo. Sabre ye monra gudi ensemu na sese ni gisemu abeto Ghana de anya asem keto wo hwe TV ni so a ene da so no Ghana Black Stars abom homode wo mo ne Central African Republic for the kosi ani wo Morocco enra oh yeah Black Stars Ghana Black Stars hey this time they no broken heart oh 14 come 5 It's Sabre de bako hwe highlights ni bi wo no aba ne ba emu ntwimu no universal
Mohamed Kouroussa avec son pied gauche. La combinaison de rêve avec l'entremise effectivement de
from set pieces from the Central African Republic, not good enough. It's Mensah puts another ball in. Half cut out at the back post, the shot comes in, it's 4-0. But Jordan Ayew has his goal. Public in N'Djamena just for the losing spots, and now coming forwards here, and that's 5-0 for Ghana. The Black Stars rampant.
Missy yenye Ghana Black Stars ya na yenye wow senior peno Ghana Black Stars inti afi michidi se World Cup no yensameka makum ya ma omantumi aseba kokora no ani da so Kristo Ghana Black Stars ya mishiram se de bobi ohun eni ninu anu amobi ba captain ninu aketwa no Jordan Ayew ono no ye captain no yeah ono bobi hey Ghana Black Stars, oh my gosh, I'm so happy Charlie nyami ayade na monso soma bom homodene Ghana Black Stars anka ye yahwe gidie wo mumu no ene de wo mo sese no gidie yahwe wo mumu no nyame adum nti ombesai ama yensa aka de gina ti sabre no we are counting on you guys say nyankopon ya ma World Cup no wo betumi agide abre ye ne no mo ye ne sa de ye nsimu fom da wo nsimu fom ezi mo set record into straight 5-0 ya mi sure Ghana Black Stars aha ena breba ma kwan ama ye de ene kase ni nyina ba wieye wo hwese de Ghana Black Stars omo meni age no a kyerese ene medi fufuo ni aponche krakra ade asade so wanzi ne wow enya hwe mafu ne be kese esi ye nyina we so na ye fa ne Kasiebo ni nyina emra wieye ene kase no ensem ni bi ya wote ye no se efikasie mo ma wa mienu bi abom modere di nuro enubone egugu nkoda wo mo hwe wo mo so ama sa brain no nkoda no adi ama aye omdambo ase krakraye bi ni ade sa enso so na mpeni ehwe eye apomde ho nsem so dia to dwa kire se no e kam yakọ so bi ho no sori a wonye check up otete wo saa ya de bi beto no na kire se de ne kwa asamado ntuti ho a bosomi bi abomode akokoye check ups na ho se de na e ho so oni paduamo we ne nsem ne dodo na na ene me de sogo wa wotra fieti kase hwe ye tie busem share ye subscribe ye YouTube follow ye all social media platforms no erade onhrawo pa na omakoma so de nyina emremene me ameji bre ekenkan kase no de ma wono midin e de gifti abagna kindela from a gift tale sa na me producer Ike my ex-husband na afezo so Mr. Dimpanso so e wo fie ha wo direct ye nyame onhramu nyina no mamakoma so de emremu nyankopon ya adom kyena sabre me sign with ye hyem macro. Excellent.
Abusia nokura ehia poma ansa na wanante na se nokura togusu mpo a eyentro ensampi na etwagu ye monten so ye fiefiem ye nwumam ene ye media ne so nanso asembisa ne se emu de ehe na ye nokure enu nti na ye mpese obi biara etum futurogu wani nti Ashanti Prime TV mpanyifo ye hyehye dwumade soronko a yato ne din se nokure nsem a mi opi amoako metina madi dwumade mu kyeame aha ene ka amanyosem aman chechiriye ne nkankro ni mpuntu ani ade biara ye de chechire man emane yeye ne ye ka no nokure soso ye ka nokure chire tumi wa abra ye ni atem enti hiame opi amoako e wo nokure nsem so afiri dwuada ekopim efiada anumere no nwotwe kopim se no nkono ebebo apa mu nokure nsem aha ene ye ka nokure chire tumi wa abra ye ni atem Ashanti Prime TV aha na nokure no wo. If
fear you man who chaka when you baby. On Fafi, Yashi, Wagana. But Danny, a film macho. Oh, my face are not trouble feature. That's been put your bin in the fear, go tanty. I'm putting a door on mine. Oh, but I'm not what's now, sometime. Yano. Tower boat, you're upon your go vampire. And by your weapon, you know, it's a randy. And my alien, dear mamma. And mamma, alien, dear yammy. And my time for the piano, yammy, a randy. And my gonna love behind Jimmy. And the mema. Everyone, what's saying, I'm in fear. As one they produce with.
Ashanti Prime TV.